Alright, I'm going to show you guys how to tie a fisherman's knot. So a fisherman's knot is a knot that we tie usually to make a loop of rope. And then we can use this loop of rope for anchors, rescue scenarios, and things like that in the mountains. So one interesting thing about the fisherman's knot is that it's a knot that's allowed to slip until the two parts of the fisherman's knot catch on one another, and then that makes a secure loop. So all you really have is one knot tied around the rope and another knot tied around the rope. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make this knot. I'm going to use two different ropes of different colors so that you can more easily see what's going on. And so one of the first things that's really important about this knot is to give yourself enough rope to work with. And so I want you to pull about a foot of rope of each of your two ends out so that you have plenty of rope to tie the knot. And so what I do is I take my left hand rope, which in the video is the right hand unfortunately, but my left hand rope goes over the right hand rope. So you now have the two ropes crossed, and this rope is closest to me. Okay, so you cross those two. Then you take that rope that's now in your right hand, the red rope in this case, and you make a loop over the blue rope, and you make that loop away from yourself. So you'll make that loop away from yourself, then you'll cross over, okay, and make another loop away from yourself. So you've made two loops with the red rope around the blue rope, going away from yourself. And once you have those two loops, you can see them right here, 1, 2. Now you have a hole through which you put the sharp end of that red rope. So it goes right through the hole, and when you pull that through, the red rope cinches up on the blue rope. Okay, that's half a fisherman's knot. We want to do the same thing on the other side with the blue rope around the red rope. Now you remember on the right side with the red rope we went away from ourselves when we made our loops. We want to do the opposite with the blue rope. We want to go towards ourselves. So we go towards ourselves this time, make one loop and another loop crossing over. So now you have two loops again. Okay, 1 and 2. And now you'll take the sharp end of the blue rope and push it through those two loops, just like you did with the red rope. Pull it tight. So the blue rope now cinches on the red rope, and if you pull the two knots together, they cinch together to form the fisherman's knot. Okay? Now an easy check to see if you have it right is if you turn the knot after you dress it. When you dress a knot, you kind of move it around so there's no sloppiness in it. When you look at the fisherman's knot, you should have this nice 4 coils in a row that look really sharp. And on the other side, you'll have a couple that cross over. So this is the key to get those 4 coils in a row nice and sharp. Okay, so that's your fisherman's knot. Now what you might end up with, let me take out one part of the knot here. We'll take out the blue rope real quick. If you remember when we tied the red rope around the blue rope, we went away from ourselves, and then we said when we tie the blue rope around the red rope, we go towards ourselves. If you happen to go away from yourself with the blue rope, it's not the end of the world, but when you pull the knot tight and you cinch it, you're not going to get that pretty barrel. And this knot is useful, but it's not exactly correct. Okay? So you want to make sure that you go towards yourself on one side, away from yourself on the other side. Okay? Good luck with your fisherman's knot.